Good morning, friends. I miss seeing you all so much. I miss seeing your big smiles. I miss seeing you learning new things. I miss your hugs. The baby misses you too. I'll show you. The baby is still in my belly. I don't know if you can see it. But the baby's getting bigger and stronger, and it will be with us. Remember, it's in May, like we have a friend in our class named May. So about 8 more weeks, and then the baby will be with us. I chose a book today called The Invisible Boy by Trudy Ludwig. And when I opened it up, look at that. It says this book was gifted to the Northside Montessori Oak class by Odie Bracey in honor of his 5th birthday. Maybe you friends remember that day when Odie did his birthday rotation and gave us The Invisible Boy. Can you see Brian, the invisible boy? Even Mrs. Carlotti has trouble noticing him in her classroom. She's too busy dealing with Nathan and Sophie. Nathan has problems with what Mrs. Carlotti calls volume control. He uses his outside voice inside way too much. Sophie whines and complains when she doesn't get her way. Nathan and Sophie take up a lot of space, but Brian doesn't. When the bell rings for recess, Micah and JT take turns choosing kids for their kickball teams. The best players get picked first, then the best friends of the best players, then the friends of the best friends. Only Brian is left, still waiting and hoping. JT glances in Brian's direction and just as quickly looks away. We've got enough players for each team, he tells the other. Let's play ball. Look at his face. How do you think he's feeling right now? In the cafeteria, Madison and her friends talk about her birthday party. The rope swing over the pool was awesome, says JT. Yeah, so was the water side, adds Fiona. That was the best pool party ever. I'm so glad you guys had fun, she says. Everybody did, except Brian. Brian wasn't invited. At choosing time, when the other kids played board games and read, Brian sits at his table doing what he loves to do best. He draws fire-breathing dragons scaling tall buildings, space aliens locked in intergalactic battles, greedy pirates digging for treasure, and superheroes with the power to make friends wherever they go. Look at his face while he's drawing. I think he really enjoys drawing. On Monday morning, Mrs. Carlotti introduces Justin, a new student, to the class. Brian smiles shyly at him. Some of the other kids sneak looks at Justin, trying to figure out if he's cool enough to be their friend. They haven't quite made up their minds yet. At lunch, Madison and JT watch Justin eat with chopsticks. What's that? Asks Madison as she points at Justin's food. And the other kids laugh. All of them, that is, except Brian. He sits there wondering which is worse, being laughed at or feeling invisible. The next day, when Justin goes to his cubby to put away his backpack, he notices a piece of paper with his name on it. Justin, I thought your lunch yesterday looked so good. From Brian. Yum. At morning recess, Brian finds a piece of chalk on the ground and starts drawing away. You're Brian, right? Yeah. Hey, thanks for the note. Hey, Justin, Amelia calls out from the tetherball court. You're up next. Sorry, I gotta go, says Justin. By the way, that's a really cool drawing, he adds before taking off. Remember, we talked about when you do something kind, if you watch the other person's face, a lot of times you will see them smile. Justin said something very kind to Brian. He said, "That's a really cool drawing." And look at Brian's face. It made him smile. Back in class, Mrs. Carlotti asks the kids to team up in 2s or 3s for a special project. The kids scurry around the room to pair off. Brian heads towards Justin. "I'm already with Justin," says Emilio. "Find someone else." Brian looks at the floor, wishing he could draw a hole right there to swallow him up. "Hey, Mrs. Carlotti said we can have up to 3 people in our group. We're only 2. Come on, Emilio, let him work with us." "Okay, I guess." Mrs. Carlotti gives the class directions for the project. Your assignment is to work together to write a story about what you see in that photograph. Use your imagination and have fun. "Whoa, cool," says Emilio. "What kind of people do you think would live in houses like that?" "I don't know, but I bet Brian could draw them to go with our story," says Justin. Brian smiles as he takes out his lucky pin. And see all of their hard work. They're all 3 working together. Look how happy they are. On the chalkboard it says, "The crooked story we made up on the spot." It's lunchtime again. Brian's least favorite part of the day. Another 20 long minutes of kids talking and laughing with everyone else but him. "Brian!" he hears someone shout. "Hey, Brian, over here!" Brian turns and sees Justin waving him over. Emilio nods at Brian as he makes room for him at the table. Maybe, just maybe, Brian's not so invisible after all. The end. So even at this time when we're not together in school, you can still take time to be kind to each other. And there is a lot of space in the world right now for kind people. So I can't wait to hear about all of the kind things you have done over our long, long break. And I can't wait to see you guys very, very soon. Bye. Hope you have a great day.